Welcome back to the series. If you're here for the first time, this is a series on a real-world project built with WordPress, BuddyPress, Woocommerce, ES6 based OOP JavaScript, Ajax, and custom PHP. In this video, I'll cover how I built a custom Woocommerce subscription sales page with price tables. I also include some customization of WooCommerce default button behavior. Let's get started. Alright, so this is the original product page. This is the one we use to test the membership and subscription sellings. If you have been following the series, you would be familiar with this by now. Only thing extra we see is this product right here, $97 a month. This got recently added. In this video, we're going to see how we turn this page into this page. But before we jump into that, we're going to use this page to resolve some issues. I mean, the main reason to go from here to there was to avoid some default behaviors of WooCommerce. For example, if you click here, it actually goes to a product page, single product page. We don't need that. Plus, the default behavior of this button, if we click on it, would be it generates an extra link for view cart. So if we click on that, it actually ends up in the cart page. But what if we want this to go directly to the cart page, right? These are the questions we need to answer. And to do that, let's go look behind the screen how this page was built first. Okay, so we are at the back end of the WordPress, and these were our 4 products that we saw. And if we go to the pages section, this used to be the original page, but now this actually has the new build, which is this guy right here. And this one, I kept a copy, of this old page, which is this guy. So let's go edit. So if we go there, we can see it's a basic, text-based page, and has just one simple WooCommerce shortcode showing 4 items, right? So that's all this is about. But this is actually necessary for us to get to our target. Let me show you why. All right, we're back here. So let's first just tackle this one right here. When we click here, this is the default behavior. It shows the view cart, and we click on the cart and we end up in the cart page. But what we need is to click here and go straight to the cart page. To do that, let's go to the WooCommerce backend. Okay, so here we need to go to WooCommerce and the settings and the products. Once we come here, we see this is enabled, the Ajax. This is actually generating that extra link for the cart. So if we reverse it, disable this and enable that, redirect to cart page after successful addition. So save it. And now let's go back and test, refresh. Now if we click on the sign up button, we end up directly to the cart page. All right, so at this point, I just realized that we are selling subscription items, right? So nobody's gonna buy multiple at a time. So we do not need the shopping cart. So what we need is to click on this button and end up straight at the checkout page, not the shopping cart. So to fix that, I wanna go back to the code. All right, so I am at my functions file, and here I find this one where I save all my WooCommerce functions. So this is under functions, ASM functions, and WooCom functions. And once we go to that file, I find this function sitting there for me. I enable that. So basically what's happening is we are using this WooCommerce hook, WooCommerce add to cart redirect, and we're calling this function right here, where we're globally calling the WooCommerce object, and then resetting the checkout URL as the actual checkout URL using this function wc get checkout URL and returning it. So as soon as this gets enabled, I save that, and now let's go test it. All right, so at this point, if we can click any of these buttons, we should end up at the checkout page straight, not cart, just checkout. And here we are at the checkout page directly. Okay, so that's great. We're at the checkout page directly, and all the numbers are showing up great. But we are actually not out of trouble yet, because if we go back and let's say customer changes their mind and goes with this $9 one, watch what happens. See, now it adds up, since we are bypassing the cart all right, but we're still going in through the shopping cart. So no matter what happens, it's going to keep adding to it. So that's a big problem. So let's resolve that next. Okay, so to resolve that issue of multiple subscriptions getting added, well, the answer to that question is to restrict the checkout page to one product only. Because as we can see here, these are all subscription product. No one will buy 2 or 3, right? So it has to be one at a time. So to resolve that, let's go back to the code. All right, we're back here. We just added this one to redirect straight to the checkout page. And now let's enable this function. All right, so here we're just selling one product at a time. So this is the hook from WooCommerce add to cart validation, and this is our function. And simply what we're doing is we're emptying the cart. Anytime that somebody goes to the shopping cart and check all the products to validate the cart, whatever is in there, we're going to empty it out and return the cart back. So that way, none of the products will have the opportunity to double up. So let's save it. Let's go back and test. Let's do a refresh. And now let's try this 97 a month. Okay, so we have this product. So let's go back again. And we change our mind. We're gonna go with 75 per year. And look, this time no doubling up, one product, one yearly. So now that we have resolved our issues, let's find out how we turn this page into this page. Okay, so before we dive into this page and to see how it was built, we need some little help from our old page. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so to build the total custom page, what we need from this old page is these guys right here. As soon as I hover my mouse over these buttons, if you look at the bottom, it actually shows you the link, the direct link to the checkout page with the product ID. So I have built the links for all 4 products just like this. The page name, and then add to cart equal to the product ID. And you can see the product IDs right here. We have the all access, monthly, quarterly, yearly, and all those. So now that we have collected our URLs, it is time to go to build the new subscription product page. Okay, so now it is time to see how this page was built. So let's go to the backend. All right, so before we dug into this guy right here, that's our old page, and this one is the new one, and we're going to open it with Thrive Architect because it was built with Thrive Architect. All right, so this is what it looks like at the background. So this is a pricing table block, and this is just a text block up top. And the way I brought it in is, for example, if I want to add another one, I just go here price table, click on it, boom, it shows up. See, it's already ready there. And then I just added one extra column to it, added one extra box right there, and added my text and everything. And this one is pretty much, if you highlight this, then you go to template box, and there are different styles. If you choose this one, and that's what happens. So it's pretty simple. So that's how this guy was built. Let's remove this one. Okay. Now the most important thing is these buttons. If you look at it, target URL, I'm opening to the new tab, and this is where I'm putting my entire link that I collected from the previous page for all 4 items. I mean these guys right here. These links I collected from them. From here I got the product IDs, and the link I got from this right here at the bottom, and I added them for each right here, and I hit save. So now we have this page. Anyone you want to buy, you click buy now, and you end up directly at the checkout page. And even if you change your mind, go with something else, this doesn't double up. This gives you the exact item you want to buy. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.